London, 1772. The air is thick with rain and revolution. Carriages clatter over cobblestones, and inside a crowded courtroom, history is about to turn. A man stands before the king's bench, dark-skinned, trembling but unbroken. His name, James Somerset. Born in Africa. Enslaved in Virginia. Dragged across oceans. Bought and sold as property. But now standing in England, where the law itself is on trial. James's so-called owner, Charles Stewart, a British customs officer, brought him here from the American colonies. When Somerset escaped, Stewart had him captured, chained, and locked aboard a ship bound for Jamaica, where a cruel fate awaited him. But something extraordinary happened. 3 abolitionists, John and Elizabeth Moppet and Thomas Watkins, stepped forward. They filed a writ of habeas corpus, demanding his release. Their argument was simple and revolutionary. No man can be imprisoned without lawful cause. The courtroom fills with murmurs. Judges, lawyers, spectators, all leaning forward. Could English soil truly make a slave free? Somerset's lawyer, the brilliant Granville Sharp, takes the stand. He doesn't argue with anger, but with reason. He reminds the court that slavery is not recognized by English law, that no statute permits a man to own another, that freedom is the default and bondage must be proven. Across from him, Stewart's counsel argues furiously. They insist that property rights extend across the empire, that Somerset is chattel, and returning him to slavery is perfectly legal. The tension is electric. The case drags on for weeks. Outside, abolitionists rally in the streets, while slaveholders tremble, fearing the precedent. Then, June 22, 1772, Lord Chief Justice William Murray, better known as Lord Mansfield, delivers the verdict. The courtroom goes silent. He reads slowly, gravely, every word heavy with meaning. The state of slavery is of such a nature that it is incapable of being introduced on any reasons, moral or political, but only by positive law, and it is so odious that nothing can support it but positive law. He pauses, and then declares, therefore the black must be discharged. A hush, then an eruption. James Somerset is free. Tears. Cheers. A turning point in history. No act of Parliament had ended slavery in Britain that day, but the moral foundation of the slave system cracked. For the first time, English common law had sided with liberty over property, and though thousands remained in bondage across the empire, the world had heard a whisper, one that would echo from London to the colonies, from the Caribbean plantations to the hearts of abolitionists everywhere. James Somerset, once a man with no rights, became a symbol of freedom's first victory in the fight against slavery. His case didn't end slavery overnight, but it lit the fuse that would burn through centuries of oppression. Somerset versus Stewart, 1772. A courtroom battle that proved one truth. When freedom speaks, even empires must listen.